I believe that the power of manifestation, hard work, your thoughts, and also that everything in your life happens for a divine reason. I believe this should be important to you because you can make all of your dreams come true. If you have a positive attitude and you speak positive things into existence when it comes to your goals, your dreams, you can make anything your reality. I'm here to give you examples from my life. I'm a musician in the genre of hip hop music, and I've had countless experiences when it comes to using manifestation and the power of my thoughts becoming things, along with hard work, prayer, and determination. And I believe everything in your life happens for a divine reason. This example will be in the Drake, Charlemagne the God, and Kanye West trifecta in my life. Ever since 2013, I was already applying this in my daily life. In 2013, I had met Drake, and he had brought me on his tour bus with my mom. Prior to me meeting Drake on this tour bus, or him inviting me on and letting me know that he heard my CD and brought me on just to tell me that I was a good rapper and offered my mom and I a hotel, I was joking around with my mother saying that I think I'm gonna meet Drake. I had this idea that I was going to pass out my flyers outside of his concert, and somehow everything connecting by meeting his dad, his cousin, and ending up at a club. I ended up at the concert in Atlanta, and we ended up being able to have a face-to-face contact with him, with my mother experiencing that with me. That was my first experience of knowing that if I say something and work hard towards it, somehow everything aligns. And ever since then, I started applying it every single day. As the years carried on, I would gain friendship with some of Drake's associates. They would bring me to the concerts for free, and it was an amazing experience. Nothing ever came from it, and I never got signed to Drake, which I felt was a big letdown for me in the beginning of my career. I felt that I was failing. And then I meet a radio personality by the name of Charlemagne. Charlemagne is one of the toughest and most cutthroat radio personalities in all of hip hop music. I took a trip to New York. I had met him, and I rapped to him, and he liked me, and he ended up posting me on his Twitter. Over the course of the years, I would go and speak to him, and he would invite me with open arms to all of his events. And so, me speaking more things into existence and being assertive and seeing, new things from him bringing me into the radio station. I had told myself that I was going to be in this radio station. I told myself that I'm going to be right here in the Breakfast Club, which is the program that he works on. And somehow, through all of the left turns, right turns, meeting people, I ended up being there by having a positive attitude. I ended up landing an internship with Charlemagne. He said that I could move to New York and that I could go and intern for him directly. When I got there, nothing went my way. So in actuality, my Charlemagne internship had kind of fell to the ground, but he agreed that I could be there with him and still get advice and mentorship for him for the past 4 months. And so I did so. That's what I did. I went every single day, every other day we would talk, and then I ended up losing my apartment and my car within a span of 3 days. I was praying out loud that I needed a miracle. I needed something to help me in this time of need. A few months prior before my internship, once again, through a joke and putting something out into the atmosphere, I joked with my mom saying, I didn't know that Charlemagne was so cool with Kanye West because I saw him do an interview with him at his house. And so, with that, I had already manifested something into the atmosphere. When I was homeless in New York with no car, no one to call, nowhere to sleep, I was sleeping in bus terminals and Planet locker room gyms. I had pretty much given up on any sense of hope for my music career. I then get a text from someone that I met outside of the Drake concerts early on that year. The guy that texted me said, you should walk 9 minutes. There's Kanye West is going to be right there where you're at. So I walked over, I met Kanye, and then he allowed me to work on his album that was going to be coming out at midnight. He also posted me on his Instagram and Twitter, and we ended up going viral together. And it essentially changed my life and my music career for years to come. What's crazy about this whole scenario is that if it wasn't for the work that I put in with Drake's camp in the beginning, I would have never have gotten that text from the guy I met outside the Drake concerts. Essentially, I felt I failed with Drake, but in turn, it came back years later to help me out. Also, essentially, by meeting Charlemagne, I was in New York at the right minute. So, just to let you know, if you keep a positive attitude, if you manifest your words into thoughts and reality, you can make all of your dreams come true. So go out there and be somebody.